Now that rifle deer season is officially over in South Georgia, it's where things, for at least the next couple of weeks, get a little interesting for us. When we know that's coming, and we do, we really put a lot of corn down on the ground besides the feeders in our traps. The reason we're doing that is we know the migration is going to start. The crop fields are done. Nobody's planting anything. These guys and gals are looking for food. And it's a hard pressed look for food. The acorns for the most part are gone. So now they're like, okay, we got to find food, because most of the deer hunters, they know deer season's getting ready to end. They stop feeding, they shut their feeders off, whatever. So there's still probably a few floating around out there that got a little corn hitting the ground, but for the most part, it's over. We have a Jaeger Pro on this particular property about a quarter mile that way, and another Jaeger Pro about a quarter mile that way. This is on the very end of the property, and this is a bait site. Its sole purpose is just to put a little bit of corn, not nearly as much as our traps, and that little bit of corn is enough to stop hogs, and we can get a couple pictures, and we're like, whoa, wait a second, entry point, we got hogs on the property. And it gives us a little bit of a heads up. We also have a camera way down there in a creek that just monitors a creek. Same principle. Kind of keeps us an idea of what we got going on. We want a heads up that they're in the area. Now, normally during deer season, this thing, and pretty much all the year long, is hammered by deer. The deer just love it. It spins at 2, it spins at 4, and gobble, 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 it's all gone. Unfortunately, a sow and 6 piglets have discovered it, and they are staying on it. And typically when that happens, your deer just disappear. The same thing happened in the woods. If you get a lot of hogs under a big oak tree and they're eating acorns, deer are gone. Hogs are just going to stay there. Deer don't want nothing to do with it. So now what we are doing is controlling that food source, and we're shutting it off, and it's not an option for the hogs. Then they go, okay, we got to find food. Well, they head that way, which is to our Jaeger Pro. Now, we have a single boar that's been using that Jaeger Pro probably for a month. Don't care. He's just setting it up for us, making a nice trail in and out. He hits it 2 and 3 times a night. Good to go. That's what we need. The bad part is that direction, where the other Jaeger Pro's at, we have 2 groups that are using it. Occasionally they will join up, and they did last night. So they joined up and they actually got along. So we're going to go by that trap, which is a no-no. When you have hogs going into a trap, you typically don't want to get anywhere near it. But we have no choice. We can't keep up. It's a group of 16, 17 adults and 10 piglets. So we're trying to get that group to join. As that group joins, and we think it's going to work, last night was a good night for them. Now we're hoping that this sow and 6 piglets will go, you know what? I'm just going to go down here and join up. The thing that most people don't understand, and we didn't understand it 25 years ago, is literally the migratory nature of the wild hog. We have documented on other tracts of land that are much larger than this track, 1 mile in one night. Hit a bait site, and then they show up at your trap a mile away. They don't think nothing about making that kind of a move, especially when they're looking for food. So I hope the video helps. We'll clip in a couple pictures from the different traps, show you the sow and the piglets here. And the name of the game, and we say it all the time in all the videos, is trying to trap the group. You've got to trap the group. It's really hard to get 2 groups of hogs to work together, but you can sometimes. And you got to at least try, because the issue is if we take out that one group, that other group is somewhere in here. Now, if I take out this solo boar over here, the sow might be real close by with her piglets. And what have I done? I've just educated hogs. Appreciate the support, appreciate the feedback. It is a really cold day here in South Georgia, at least for us it is. And we got to put a wiggle on. Y'all have a great day.